Alright, let's make a new game. I just made a new project called Ball Buster because we're going to bust balls. I'm going to get my utility folder from my last project, which was the turn-based role-playing game. Don't mind that loud truck. Let me check my levels real quick. It looks a little bit low. I'm going to probably amp this up a bit. Let's try like +6. It might be too much, but usually the sound goes too low. You can see we're hitting that red, so I'd rather be able to talk in like a normal voice. Anyway. So this is going to be a physics-based game. Right now I just want to make destructive balls. We're going to drop a ball in from the top. There will be balls kind of set as probably static bodies, and so maybe I should sketch it out real quick. That way you can get a visualization. I'm going to make my canvas a little bit bigger. All right, so we got this going. That's fine. Where's the brush size on this thing? I'm used to the old paint. Whatever. We'll just roll with this. So you have, you know what I can do is zoom. We'll just zoom in. So I was thinking we have our window, and then you would drop the ball up here, and we'd have different balls kind of throughout. And so the goal would be to hit as many as possible. Right. And this would be, a ball coming down. Very simple right now. We'll have a score maybe down here, and we'll go from there. But it'll make sense after we get into it. Before I even make any scenes or nodes, let's go ahead and make some art. Let's think. Maybe for now, let's do like 8x8. I'm going to keep it really simple. We're going to do white because we can modulate the color in the engine. So that's going to be in the new folder. We're going to call it Ball Busters. And this is going to be, we'll call it a peg. And I want to do Control-Shift-S, which will allow me to save this as PNG. And we're going to make a new one, and this one's going to be 16 by 16. I think that's what I want to do right now. Anyway, we go back, we make a circle. We'll save this as ball, and then Control-Shift-S, and it's going to be ball.png. That way we have the ASE file, which is for the editor, but we also have the PNG, which is what we'll use. I like to keep those separate because that way you can always save the layer data if you need it, and etc. So before we get going with those, I want to get my project initialized. You don't have to worry about this. All you really need to do is copy the window settings, and I'll show you those in a second. You're welcome to copy this as well. But let's get this open. Save it. We should see that printout. That's telling me it ran. I can comment that back out. Close that script. Go to project settings, window, and you can see it updated these. And then I'm going to manually do, oh man, I think it's 2D and keep. I could actually load this up. It tells me in here. Yeah, it's viewport and keep. Okay. I'm not going to go into why we use that exactly. I kind of want to get going. I'm used to working in this ratio, and I like that kind of resolution. So that's what I use. You're welcome to use whatever resolution art you want. You could do HD, right? You could do 19 by 20 by 1080, and then you would have full HD. Totally up to you. my purposes, I'm using that. And it really won't matter. Like, you'll still be able to follow along. All right, so we have that initialized. I'm going to get a new folder. We're going to call this art. And I'm going to highlight it. We're going to go to our folder, game art, ball busters. And now I'm going to select the peg and the ball. We're going to drag that in there. All right, so first up, we're going to need to make a new scene for the peg. I'm going to change the type to, like we said, I believe that's going to be static body. Now, I haven't worked a ton with physics other than like making solids on tile maps and having kinematic bodies for moving around, and then area 2Ds for checking when something enters or exits an area. But this is basically, it's like if you use a tile map collision, it's, from what I understand, it's pretty much just putting a static body in there. It's no different from that. So we're gonna have to give it a shape. And let's get the art in as well. Well, I know the shape's going to be a circle. And then we have to get a sprite node. I'm going to drop peg. Oops. Do texture. I do need to update my import settings. So you go to preset, do 2D pixel if you're doing pixel art like I am. If you're not, then don't worry about it. All right, so they're updated. That just gives us pixel perfect drawing. So now we have the sprite with the collision shape. We can size that to fit. And I like to have my collision shape over top. That way it's easier to see exactly where it's drawing. That's pretty good. We can turn that off now. Change this name to peg. And let's make it, do I want to color it right now? I don't think I do. We're going to save this as peg.tscn. Then we're also going to make a, actually I'm going to duplicate that. I'll call this ball. And we're going to change the type to be a rigid body. So a rigid body, it's like a static body, but it moves around. But we don't control it. Like we don't apply, how do I put it? It's not like a kinematic body where you're taking input and then moving that thing around. Like you're not programmatically moving that instance around, right? Whether it's player controlled or if it's CPU controlled. This is going to be strictly physics controlled. It's going to do its own thing. We can apply forces, I believe, but generally it handles the movement on its own. All right. So peg, we're going to turn that collision shape back on. We're going to make it unique because if I want to change the size of that after updating this with the ball sprite, also we should rename this here ball. That way the shapes are unique. And then we can turn that off. And the ball, I think I'll color it to do, probably just, let's go to the sprite, visibility, self-modulate. Let's make it purple. That's fine. Maybe something not so intense. We could bring that down, add a little black to the color, maybe neutralize it a bit. All right, so there's our ball. Actually, I might even have some fun with it. Let's, if we look up rainbow, I have these rainbow shaders. And I think if we turn off the modulate, yeah. I can go down here to parameters and I can change the angle and the speed. All right, so something like that. We have a ball, we have a peg. Now we need a world. I'm gonna call this called board. And then board is going to have, we're going to put a no 2D there for the pegs. And then the ball will be just hanging. No pun intended. So we get the ball in there. Now the pegs will instance on this layer. And so we can kind of move these around. Whoops. Well, that's fine. Yeah, we can save that. Let's see. Now I think just to make it easy, I'm going to select all the pegs and we're going to duplicate them. And now I'm holding Alt to drag just the selection. I'm going to duplicate that and that. And then actually what I want to do is take all these pegs, I've selected them there, and just slide them down. The ball will put, let's say like right here. Now if I run this, I think the ball is going to automatically interact. It's just going to start falling. Yeah. So that was really amazing, wasn't it? I mean, what a game. Let me set up my auto loads. This is for debugging. You don't have to worry about this. I think I do globals first, and we do debug. Might have that backwards. We'll do that. Okay. Let's get a background. I'm probably just going to grab something from a different project. I think they're in here. I could be wrong. I might have never drug them in. I'm going to have to turn off the display real quick because I have to go through my file manager really quick. Let's find these backgrounds. Got them. And let's roll with let's just get that in there. That should be fine. I'm going to turn the video back on. Okay. I can just drag that onto board, I think. Maybe not. I have to drag it into the scene. Whoa, it's huge. Holy crap. Let me think. Take it back. Let's do Control. Do this up to the top. Make this full rect. Oh, I see. Cut that. Let's do canvas layer. And give that a control. So you're working in a 2D space, a no 2D space, so controls don't play nice with it. I'll just put this on the canvas layer. I'm going to make sure the layer is beneath. And we're going to make that full rect and drag this onto, oh no, I got to add a texture rect. And we want full rect. No, it's still going out. I like margin container. So you're going to be full rect. That's what I want. Okay. So expand keeps it contained. I wonder if I can just make this a regular control again, or does it matter? Anyway, the point is we have these. Let's go ahead and make, actually I can just modulate this. So we can do that. We can do like a nice kind of complementary color with the map. And so we have our ball here. I want to make it a little bouncier. So let's see. I think you have to decrease weight for that. Gravity scale. Maybe turn that down a bit and let's just see what happens. Okay, I have to update this a bit. I don't think we're going to need that. Let's just get rid of this crap. Okay. Na 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 na. Okay, where'd the ball go? I think with the gravity setting we have, it's just like going off into space. So let's reload. Yeah. All right, it's still not quite what we want. Let's try like 0.5. That should mean it's going to be half of the global gravity. Yeah, we're not getting the bounciness I want. Can't sleep. Physics material. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're not really getting any bounce. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. See if I can just... Oh, we have bounce. How did I not see that? Where is it? Let's set it manually. Use physics material bounce instead via physics material override. Okay, so I have to add that. There we go. You decrease friction. Now let's reset mass and gravity and just experiment with bounce. Yeah. That's kind of more what I was looking for. So the next step is, well, one, let's try it in a different location. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But now we want to kind of, like, since we want to give the player control, let's see. I think we just want it to follow the mouse. So let me look up how to move, like if I can move this manually. Not the sprite, but the ball. I'm guessing, oh my bad. Let's go back here. Let's copy this. Reset that. We're gonna go to ball. We want this in the base one. All right, because we want the ball to have the same settings no matter where we put it. All right. I don't think I changed anything else. Yeah, it looks fine. So I think we can change the mode. Yeah, so if we begin it as a kinematic, we can, like, watch, it shouldn't move. Yeah, perfect. All right. So that's nice. We can swap. We'll use this until we click, and then we'll change it back to a rigid. So the ball, let's go there. Let's give it a script. Just call it ball. No, I don't think we need delta right now. We're gonna do I think we might as well do global position. All right, so if I run that again, see how it follows? And then in man, unhandled input if event dot is and mode equals and set process to false. we're gonna add another step there, but I just want to test this out. Okay, so it's not working. We're not receiving that input, I think is what's happening. Button index. Let's try that. No, it's still not working. Let's print Wayne out. Wrong scene. Okay. All right, yeah, we're just not getting that. Let's try just input. Oh, I know what was happening. The background's consuming that input. Ignore. And same for the picture. We want mouse ignore. So we probably can go back to unhandled. That's just a better way of doing that. Because if we don't use unhandled, like say we're opening a menu, if we're clicking, right, the ball's going to be moving and etc. I mean, we're probably going to have to pause the ball anyway, but it's just good practice to use unhandled input, oops, when possible. So let's give it again and see if it works. We're getting a ton of errors. Okay, that's just, you don't have to worry about that. That's on me right there. And I press R to restart. Or do I have to reload? All right, so we do that. That's interesting. Project settings. So let's go to, I think it's probably, yeah, that's fine. We want this to be get load current scene. Save that. Now we can reload. And what's interesting is it keeps the momentum. That's like, oops. That's kind of cool. I don't think we want that, but it's just an interesting mechanic. So if I'm going like that, like we can launch this thing. Okay. See, physics are fun. I don't know why I don't work with them more. And this is kind of more my speed, the fact that it's built in. Whoa! I can't tell. Like, I think it's clipping through some of these. It's going so fast. So I think we're gonna need some kind of wall. Let's see. Let's rock the clear 9 patch. And so the walls need to have stretchability. Needs to be a rigid container. I might just manually make the walls. Let's put them on a node today. Sorry about the coughing. This cold weather is really getting me. Walls. I think we'll put the walls at the top. And those will be rigid. No, static. And they're going to be rectangular. I mean, I could probably use a line. I don't know what's going on with that line. Let's just delete that and try again. I'm not sure. I feel like line shapes, I remember seeing that they're not efficient or something. Let's do line shape. Yeah, okay, let's just let's go with rectangles then. I don't know if it matters a whole lot. Okay. So I have these side bumpers. Need to give it a 9 patch. Wait, that's a control, huh? I think that's okay. We just wanted to cover that. And we're going to give it that. I think these use like 4. And yeah, that's fine. We can turn that off. We'll keep that beneath. And so let's call this a wall left, wall right, and wall right. Just send it over there. Now, let's give it a whirl. I'm just going to chuck the ball. Okay, it works if you don't go too fast. You can see the physics engine, like it just, if the ball's moving too fast, it clips right through. Which reminds me of Earthbound speedruns where they use the skip sandwich to speed up their character so that they can clip through the boundaries and get through the game a lot faster. So I think we're going to make a wall at the top as well. For that, we have to duplicate, or I'm sorry, we have to make unique the shape. And so I should just copy the other one. So that's all right. Let's see. Oops. Let's try that. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to get this to slide one over. There we go. Now, collision shape, we already made it unique, so it's not going to modify the others. And I should probably make sure we have the same dimensions. So 5.5, these are what? 5. So for that, we're going to do 5, keep it the same. That looks about right. Now we just set our 9 patch. And I think we can do like 320. That should work, yeah. Let's double check, correct. 180 and 10, yeah. So turn that collision shape off. These are overlapping. I don't really mind that. It's kind of cool. So that should contain our ball unless we are reaching like nuclear speeds. So like I can chuck it up now. You can see that. Okay. Whee. Now the next step is I think our movement, we're going to make sure it's clamped to the top and that we're just going to be dropping it. I mean, it almost makes me think like, what if we did a pinball style where you launch it up and then it curves around and based on your speed, it's going to change its path. But yeah, so we have that. We're going to need like a certain amount of balls. We're going to need to clear these pegs when they get hit. So let's start thinking about that. Peg. They could theoretically like have the board connect to the pegs and then just have the board check in that collision. But I don't know if that doesn't really make sense. I'd rather have it in peg, like the Steely Dan song. Wait, do you not have a collision event? Oh man, can I not use static? I bet the ball could interact. Let's see. Right. Body shape entered. Or body entered. Physics body 2D. I don't really know the difference. Let's try body entered. I just want to see if we're getting that reaction. Let's print body. Okay. And okay, so we're not getting that. We're not getting the walls either. Let's try body shape entered. Again, this is mainly new to me. All right, so we're still not getting anything. Getting some issues down. Oh. What else? Body exited. There's gotta be a way. Let's see. Let's just go to Google. Godot, how to check when rigid with, no. Go to child node, collision shape 2D. Really? We have to do that? Yeah, I thought of area 2D. All right. We'll just do that. We'll call it cool. And we're gonna make its shape the same as our collision shape. Oh, that looks awful. What happened there? Copy property. Oh no, we have to duplicate that. There we go. Now, this one is going to be body entered. And body. Let's get rid of these other ones because they're not the ticket. So I'm going to delete that. And so it's going to either be that one or the shape. We can see we're getting it. See. All right, so that works. Now what we can do is, like, if body is peg, let's give peg. Peg already has that class name, so we're good. Or even better. No, that's fine. Body dot peg. I think we can roll with that nomenclature for now. Hit. And I think for now we're going to do a little animation. So you might remember this from the RPG tutorial. What I'm going to do is give our sprite a material. It's going to be white color. Why do I have this twice? be fine. And we're gonna do, oops, not that. Go into the, oops, not that either. It's a shader parameters and get the animation player up. Make active a variable, or I'm sorry, a track. And we're just going to do this for now. Zoom in a bit. I'm holding control while scrolling my scroll wheel. And this will be good for now. 0.4. You need a reference to that. You know what? Let's try doing this. Oh, that might not work because that's a class name. Yeah, we can't do that. We'll try anim. Do anim.play. Oh, we have to do this. Is that not how I use it? Let's put it in like quotes or something. I haven't used this before, so I actually have to check. Gotta get the right version up. How the hell do I get to 3.6? They changed this. Really? Like, what a joke. I think you just go up to here, do like 3.6. It's so dumb. Okay. What do I have to call get node? Oh no, that's dookie. Let's do it right. I do like that name, anim. Hit and yield. Check that. Yeah, animation finished, and then we queue free. I think we also need to disable our collision. I can just turn off the collision layer. I want to see if there's a different way. But yeah, I think we do just have to turn off the layer. The set collision layer bit. So the bit's going to be 0 and the value is going to be false. We might have to do that deferred. I don't know why that's a string. And let's see. So now our peg should, oh, yeah, you can see there. The animation's not playing though. Let's change that. What we do here. Okay, yeah, shader's just not working. Why is that not working? Weird. That's a new one. Color equals new color. Why in a work? It's possible it doesn't like modulate. Okay, forget the white color for now. We'll figure that out later. But these should go away. Yeah. And their collision stops. Perfect. And let's get a sound effect. We'll make a new folder for sounds. Let's check out. We have a folder in here. Yeah, it's a little bit much. Do I even have my sound turned on for it? Yeah, you can have the sound. Game sound effects. Let's roll with that for now. And I think we're going to make a sound manager. I think that's the way to go. Screw it for now. Let's keep it simple. So we have that guy. We give it the sound. I'm going to have to make sure it's not looping. Import. And call this hit. Put that up above there for now. And we can do hit.play. And yeah. What a game. Boop, boop, boop. It's a little bit loud, isn't it? Not bad. I think we're going to take a break. When we come back, say, well, let's make a note. New text file, call it notes. And so we're going to make a to-do. We're going to have multiple balls, score, health on pegs, etc. Maybe levels. Animating hits. Mapping all to top of board when selecting position. Moving velocity. All right, but so we have kind of a layout, a plan, an outline, and we got the game going a bit. Good stuff. We will add to it next time. Let me know if you have any questions. I know this is a little bit different from the previous series. And in fact, like all of the series I've worked on, but I needed a change of pace. I need a game that isn't so freaking large in scale like a JRPG. All right, I'll catch you next time. Take care.